Okay, so I put on this wig because in real life it's pink and it's giving very much like Chibiusa meets grown-up girl from Lazy Town. On camera, I'm not really seeing the pink. I'm just kind of seeing it's giving very like blonde Jareth the Goblin King energy, which is a great energy. It's just not something that I feel like I'm pulling off. I feel like I need to ditch the wig. Oliver, there's really no way to tell you this, but I'm Robbie Rotten. You know what's funny? My hair is so crazy right now. It kind of still looks like I'm wearing a wig, but I swear this is my hair. It just does that. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel where I cover nostalgic, obscure, otherwise strange content. Today, it is a couple weeks almost exactly after we had Easter. I don't know if you celebrate Easter. I, just like Christmas, had more like holiday related content that I wanted to get to, and I wasn't able to get to most of them except for this one. And this one just happened because I remembered at the last second that it was happening. Do you guys remember last spring Jenny Nicholson made that amazing video that was like a multiple hour deep dive into that church? I think it's called Church of the Rock in Winnipeg. And they have this tradition where they do Easter plays, but instead of doing like a regular Easter play on Easter morning, they do like a play that's inspired by a movie, but they kind of slightly rewrite it. Okay, kind of a lot rewrite it to make it all about the Easter story. A lot of you may remember that I am ex-evangelical. I have talked very openly about that on this channel. In fact, a lot of you found this channel for the first time through the most popular video on my entire channel right now that I did last summer about Scamilton. You remember that other church? And I hasten to point out different churches. This was a church in, I believe, Texas that put on an illegal production of Hamilton, billing it as a normal production of Hamilton, but then made it about becoming Christian. And I did a whole video about it, and it's the longest video right now on my channel. It's the most popular video right now on my channel. The second most popular video on my channel is the play that the same exact church did, that one from Texas. A couple years before that, that was their Beauty and the Beast play where they pulled the same shit. If you've never heard of the church that we're going to be talking about today, Church of the Rock, Winnipeg, by nature of them being an evangelical church, there's obviously some things that I just don't agree with them on. I don't know a whole lot about their, beliefs or what have you, but I do know that they are an evangelical church, and so we are probably just going to disagree on some things. But that being said, I hasten to tell you that this is not the Scamilton church, and that's important because the church that did Scamilton was very insidious about what they were doing and how they were doing it. They were basically stealing. I think while this church is doing something equally funny, it's a different situation in a little bit of a way. They know how funny this is, first of all. They're not taking themselves very seriously. They also are very upfront that they do this kind of like as an in-joke at this point for Easter. They don't have any kind of false advertising about what it is, what they're doing, why they're doing it. About a week before Easter, I remembered that this church was going to continue their tradition, which, by the way, don't reach out to or harass anybody from this church. Just letting you know. It's a very good way to get banned. But basically, I remembered that they were continuing this tradition and that they were going to do a Beauty and the Beast themed Easter play this year. And if you know me, you know that I love a good Beauty and the Beast rendition. I've covered several on this channel. I've started covering that 80s Beauty and the Beast show. That gets a playlist of its own, but there's a whole Beauty and the Beast playlist on this channel of just all the Beauty and the Beast renditions and offshoot content that I've covered so far. So, any excuse to cover a version of Beauty and the Beast is something that I will quickly jump at here on this channel. I remembered the morning of, I literally remembered at like 10:30 on Easter that they were going to do this play. It's called Beauty and the Beaster, which I have no criticism of. That's the best name for a play that I've ever heard. And thankfully, the night before me had thought to at least pull up what was going to be the live stream tab where they were going to stream it on their website. Because archiving these things is something it doesn't seem like they've done. So just in the nick of time, I remembered that it was 10:30 on Easter morning, and I ducked away from my family. We had family in town. I ran upstairs, and I turned on the recorder on my computer so that we would all have the opportunity to watch this play together and discuss. And I managed to catch a little tiny bit of, it was like a pre-recorded, what looks like sit-down interview with some church leaders that are part of these plays happening every year, and basically just answering some FAQs. I'm sure they have a lot of those coming in, especially now that Jenny Nicholson made a very, very popular video about them. And I will give them credit, even though I, again, don't know anything about their doctrine. I'm sure there are things we disagree on. You know, at the end of the play afterwards, because I was trying not to watch it ahead of time, but as I came up to turn the recorder off, because I knew that surely the play was over, I caught a bit of the pastor's sermon after the play, and I happened to just walk in on this random part.
We live in a morally relativistic society where people are told, well, you can make whatever decisions you want, and you just need to speak your truth, and whatever, moral relativism you want to embrace, whatever is right and wrong to you, that's okay.
Which makes me very nervous about other things that were being said. I have no idea. I turned off the recorder at that point. And, Jenny Nicholson covered, the kind of very overt racism that has happened in some of these plays. By all means, I am not condoning or supporting this church. I will say that at least they are much more self-aware that this is silly, right? And so, to be clear, this is not the Scamilton Church, but this is very similar vein of what happened with Scamilton, but not quite as predatory from my perspective. So we're just going to watch this and we're just going to have fun. I have dressed up for the Easter occasion. I know I look more anime than Easter right now. More anime than Easter. Sounds like a band name. But, I think the vibes are strong. So, let's just do the things. Let's do all the things. But all right, guys, let's do it. Let's watch Beauty and the Beaster. The Easter play. Oh, thank God. For a second, I thought that I didn't have the recording, but I do. It all recorded. It's fine. Thank God. I would have been so sad if we actually didn't get to watch this right now.
But this is actually for the people who are not part of church, who are irreligious, who maybe had a religious experience and it's been difficult for them. We want to present something in a way that really is helpful for them.
I think this is an interesting take, right? They say in their kind of FAQ, the part that I caught anyway, that they specifically want to do this play for the people like you and me who may have had, either don't go to church or have had a bad experience in church, and it might be difficult for them. They want to be accessible to those kind of people so that there's still something for us on Easter. And honestly, I am not a fan of organized religion in general. Maybe it's nothing more than just showing how low the bar is for every church that I've been to. I've never even seen a church acknowledge the fact that there are people that have had difficult experiences in the church. I want to give credit where credit is due. I find that very refreshing. What do you think?
And here's the deal. We actually don't want your money. Keep your money. It's for you.
Another thing I've never heard a church say. So again, I will give them that.
I know you're just waiting for it. The play is about to start.
They know why we're all here.
Once upon a time, a long time ago.
Oh my God, they're actually sampling the actual music. I mean, they're actually doing their own narration, which is not something that the Scamilton Church did. Fun fact, the first time I tried to upload the video that I did on the Scamilton Church's Beauty and the Beast play, it got blocked because the copyright claims system picked up on the fact that they were just using the music from the movie, specifically in that first part, and they were just using the full narration, like from the movie and everything. So I had to cut it down because YouTube thought I was stealing from Disney when actually I was covering a group of people that were stealing from Disney. And I was like, come on, YouTube, we're on the same side on this one.
There lived a very handsome Prince Adam. And I mean very handsome. As in Brad Pitt handsome. He lived in a beautiful castle and he had a wonderful kingdom.
Did he just do a hair flip? That's amazing.
And there was never a cloudy day and it never, ever rained.
Ever? That sounds depressing. I like rain.
But he was still not satisfied, and he longed for more. One day, a beautiful temptress showed up, and I mean very beautiful, as in Angelina Jolie beautiful.
Okay. I don't know if you're up on the current times. I don't really follow the whole drama, but maybe the whole Brad Pitt, Angelina Jolie thing right now is not the best description or comparison to make. Just throwing that out there. Just helpful criticism where I can give it.
What's a girl supposed to do?
Oh my God. So before we get into this any further, this is obviously, I guess, supposed to be a parallel to the Adam and Eve story.
This is a magical apple. It'll make you as wise as God.
Adam and Eve screwed up, so then Jesus had to come and save the world. That's the general Easter story. I don't know why we always put in this story all the blame on Eve. Women be consorting with snakes, I guess.
Who's there?
Which?
Who?
Which?
Which who?
Which one he wants to buy an apple?
All right, so we've got dad jokes coming from the sorceress, I guess. I think this is their head pastor.
I'm a beautiful temptress.
Like, I'm not sure, but I think this is the head pastor from what I've seen.
Ugh. Why would I want to buy an apple from a 100-year-old troll?
I'm not a troll.
Wow. Rude. Very rude beast. Pre-beast beast. Priest. Because it's a church play.
It does look delicious.
It's not delicious. It's a Macintosh.
Wow, there is some dissent against Macintosh in this church. Did you hear the laughs that he got from the back of the room?
Well, I have a deal for you. How about I take your apple and you go crawl back under a bridge for the night?
I don't mean to be this person, but the whole thing of Beauty and the Beast is that the Enchantress is teaching Beast a lesson for being an asshole. So it has been brought up that that the Enchantress was kind of harsh because, you know, she cursed everybody, not just Beast. But, you know, maybe this is a little too much. Like, who am I supposed to be rooting for in this situation?
Tastes like Wiccan.
What did he say?
Tastes like Wiccan.
Tastes like Wiccan?
But the apple was enchanted fruit.
Oh, we've got graphics.
And when the prince bit into the apple, a terrible curse came over his kingdom. He turned into a hideous beast.
Oh.
His servants became furniture and clocks, teapots and teacups.
Oh, I wonder who did these graphics.
Oh, Gaston.
Okay, so we go directly into Gaston at the tavern. This is a strange mix-up of the ordering of things. Again, this falls more under parody than Scamilton's version of Scamilton, so I'm sure it won't be beat for beat like the other Beauty and the Beast that we have covered, but, you know, making an observation.
How do you hunt a unique deer?
I don't know, Gaston. How do you hunt a unique deer?
Unique up on it!
Guys, someone's gonna become an atheist just because of your dad jokes. Forget the theology.
How do you hunt a tame deer?
I don't know, Gaston. How do you hunt a tame deer?
Tame way. Unique up on it!
Okay, we're going into our first song. Just a heads up, if you don't know about this church and the plays that they've done before, they don't stick to the song lists that is typically associated with the movie. In fact, sometimes they don't even do movies that are musicals, but they make them musicals, specifically jukebox musicals. So this is going to be full of popular songs that we all know, kind of shoved in wherever it seemed natural to them. Okay?
There's no man in town as admired as you.
Okay, don't make me a liar. Are you actually going to use the song now?
No one slick as Gaston.
They're actually going to use the real song? I've never seen them do this before. Okay. Told you I haven't seen this yet.
Then I carefully aim for the liver. Then I shoot from behind.
Is that fair?
I don't care.
Oh, she caught it back there. Did you see her catch that?
No one hits like Gaston, matches wits like Gaston.
I'm getting nostalgia critic vibes from the Gaston. I'm so sorry. This is not a slight against whoever is playing Gaston. Gaston as a character just kind of has nostalgia critic energy. They both come across to many people as annoying and misogynistic. Oh, are we doing a different song now? Switching up. I don't remember a sword fight in this scene, but it always should have had a sword fight.
You truly are the best, Gaston.
Oh, no actual song, just like they just wanted to shred for a second.
Smooth like butter.
There we go. There's the next song.
Smooth like butter, like a criminal undercover.
What?
Gonna pop like trouble, breaking into your hut like that. Ooh.
I'm having a crisis of faith. I'm having a crisis of faith. I'm not even part of the faith anymore.
Hot like summer, gonna make you sweat like that.
Break it down.
Sorry, hang on. I now need to know what the hell I'm listening to because I've never heard this before. This is a This is a BTS song? It can't be.
When I look in the mirror, I melt your heart too.
Okay, we've gone into BTS. Okay, I'm caught up. I'm here. I know I'm kind of old in internet years. I'm 26, which might as well make me an 85-year-old. But like, I know I'm kind of behind on the times, and I don't know much about BTS. But yo, in my defense, this sounds very different from when BTS does it. It's gonna take us forever to get through this damn play. When I said Beauty and the Beast Easter play, did you expect this? Because I sure didn't.
He who lives by the sword dies by the sword.
All right, so now we see Belle. Remember how Belle is really big at reading? I guess in this one, she just reads giant Bibles. Who grew up in my generation of evangelicalism where that guy was really famous for singing that song, I Like Big Bibles and I Cannot Lie? It was a parody of I Like Big Butts and I Cannot Lie.
I like big Bibles and I cannot lie.
What a wonderful book you have there.
Oh, you've read it.
The Holly Bibble, yes.
I'm trying so hard, you guys. I will never not call it the Holly Bibble now.
Not that one, but you know, other books, mostly military history.
He would be big on military history.
Captain Marvel, Captain America, Captain Crunch.
He named my 3 favorite captains.
Gaston, he may look like a moron. He may act like a moron.
He is.
He truly is a moron.
He is a moron.
You know, I always got your back, mon ami.
What did that stool do to you?
What are the chances of a guy like you and a girl like me?
It's funny because he just misgendered both of them. I genuinely am curious as to whether or not he mixed up those lines by accident and just rolled with it.
It'd be easier for a camel to walk through the eye of a needle.
He didn't just get friend zoned. He got Bible zoned. Also, I love the very teeny tiny ponytail on that wig.
You're telling me there's a chance?
So Gaston is a guy in an 80s movie like always who thinks no means maybe one day.
Just you wait.
Oh, we've got another song. Is it We Are Never Getting Back Together?
We are never, ever, ever gonna get together.
Okay, they changed it. I was like, are you about to imply that they were exes? That's a new take on this story.
Talk to me, but we are never, ever, ever, ever gonna get together.
They said, we know everybody's trying to get tickets and shutting down Ticketmaster because of the Eras tour, so, you know, capitalize on that.
I'm really gonna miss you picking fights and me falling for it, screaming that I'm right. And you would hide away and find your peace of mind with some indie record that's much cooler than mine.
Oh, did she almost forget the word? She saved it, though. She got there. Also, what indie records do you think Gaston listens to? This opens up a whole new thing in the lore.
You will talk to your friends, talk to my friends, talk to me.
But Belle doesn't have any friends. That's kind of an integral part. You don't have anybody to talk to if you're trying to talk to Belle's friends. Like, she's my girl, but we all know she doesn't have any friends. They didn't even give her talking animal friends.
We are never, ever, ever, ever gonna get together.
Now, we're only a couple songs in, and I am tired.
Can you imagine me, the wife of that boorish, brainless?
I wonder if that really is her husband in real life. That feels like something this church would do, and it feels like a funny in-joke.
I want adventure in the great wide somewhere.
They didn't even let her do the run. They just let her take 2 kind of wistful steps to the stage left instead of getting to run through a field. Sad. Ooh, do you see that lightning? They have a digital background?
Anybody home? Hello?
Whoa, whoa. So in this version, Belle's dad doesn't exist. I guess not yet, because she didn't go to the castle looking for him because we're already here. Again, I know this is a version of the Easter play. It's not meant to be a true to Beauty and the Beast rendition. But in this version, she just wandered to the castle on her own. Have we ever seen a version of the story in any manner where she ends up just wandering there on her own?
Is anyone home? I'm sorry, I don't mean to intrude.
Look at Lumiere and Cogsworth.
Wherever you are, I'm gonna warm myself by the fire.
The set deck is not bad, honestly.
Who's there? Who are you?
Who are you?
Oh,
You will be punished like a common thief.
it's our boy. Does he also have furry feet like in the other Beauty and the Beast Christian play? I think he does.
Seriously? That seems a bit harsh. I mean, it's just an apple, and I wasn't even gonna bite it.
Beast and I feel the same way about that line.
Now you're my prisoner forever.
In this version, she just doesn't volunteer to stay at all. I thought she was going to stay to save her dad because somebody needs to be the Jesus figure, and I feel like somebody's going to have to sacrifice for somebody. But the Beast is the one who's going to die briefly, so I guess we'll have to see how that goes.
I demand that you put her into her cell at once.
Oh, come on, Cogsworth. What are you, man or mental clock?
I mean, he's both, right? That's the point.
You must forgive first impressions. I hope you are not too startled.
The little hop down the stairs because of his costume. No one knows how to make a non-bulky Cogsworth costume. I think it's part of it. I don't know why they made him look like Charlie Chaplin clock, but, you know.
The castle is your home now.
I'm sorry, but this is not my home. I'm from a different kingdom, and I will be returning there.
Okay, so Belle is the Jesus figure. That line makes me think that Belle is the Jesus figure. So I have questions. Also, that would mean that we get a female Jesus figure? Is this progressive? These Christian plays are always just leaving me just like looking for scraps.
You see, our master, he made a huge mistake. He was selfish and cruel, and he refused to show anyone love or kindness. And now we're all cursed as a result.
Helpful criticism. I get that the natural choice feels like drawing a comparison between the furniture who are cursed just by way of knowing the Beast and his fuck up, but also we're all kind of in agreement, like as an audience as a whole, that these pieces of furniture were done extremely dirty. So maybe with people already wondering how it could be fair that every human has to pay for the first humans in existence's problems and misdeeds, if you will. I feel like this is gonna kind of shoot you in the foot. Just a thought, just a piece of advice. What do I know?
There is one way.
Did he just do the sizzling noise himself? He did his own sound effects. That's kind of cool.
We have made our futon, and now we must lie in it.
The face to the audience. Ooh, look at Cogsworth. I didn't realize he has cogs on his hat. That's very steampunk. Oh, Cogsworth gets a song. He's gonna be back in time.
It's astounding.
Wait.
Time is fleeting.
No. I still have a hairpin in my hair.
Time travel takes its toll.
Are we doing Rocky Horror Picture Show right now? We're doing the time. What is this? What is this church? What is this church? This church just keeps throwing curveballs. That's what I want to see. I want to see it. I want to see a church play version of Rocky Horror Picture Show. That would be awful. But oh my god.
Just a jump to the left.
I like Lumiere and Belle in the background, just vibing.
Put your hands on your hips.
Bring your knees in tight. It's a pelvic twist that really drives you insane. Let's do the time warp again.
When I think Easter play. I definitely don't think time warp, but I'm not upset about it. What's been going on in this castle before Belle got here? You know, when you really think about it, Rocky Horror Picture Show, Beauty and the Beast, same movie.
It really takes me back. Okay, now, we have to make sure to make our guest feel at home.
Preparing a dinner? Designing a gown for her?
They're already making her a dress? Interesting. I always did wonder where they just got a bunch of dresses for her.
But she's a common thief and a friend of those reprobates from Niverville. What kind of person do you think that makes her?
A Jesus stand-in.
We can't go around judging people by the friends they have, can we? I mean, I'm friends with these two. What does that make me?
Pretty desperate, I would say.
Dunking on yourself to own your friends.
But I'm afraid I can't stay here another minute. Dear Lord, hear my prayer.
All right, we're now at the part of the Easter play where Jesus, or in this case Belle, prays for basically anything but what's about to happen.
Spare me from this trial. Nevertheless, not my will, but yours be done.
I'm very interested to see how the crucifixion of Belle from Beauty and the Beast is going to go. Oh, the crucifixion. Is it going to be because of the wolves? I have so many questions right now. I'm sorry if I'm not giving enough commentary. I'm just along for the ride like you are.
Ouch, that hurts.
Okay, we have survived the wolf attack.
Why are you being kind to me?
If your enemy is hungry, give him bread to eat. If he's thirsty, give him water to drink.
Proverbs 25:21.
I mean, that's all fair and good, Belle, but also he did save your life. I'd start with the you saved my life. But, you know.
How do you know the Proverbs?
My father taught them to me, but that was long ago.
Do you think the library is just all Bibles? Sorry, I'm being an asshole now. Oh, even another song. What's it gonna be? I have genuinely no idea. At no point in this musical did I know what the next song was going to be.
Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy. But here's my number, so call me maybe. You're hard to look at, 'cause you're so hairy.
You're hard to look at. Because you're so hairy. Could we all forget the poetry? Canadian icon Carly Rae Jepsen. I wonder what she thinks about this. Has she seen it? Is it her church? I think it would be funny if like one celebrity from Canada goes to this church and they just make like guest appearances every now and then.
And there's that other boy trying to chase me, but here's my number, so call me maybe.
Not to be too overly sacrilegious or anything, but they're the one who made Belle Jesus. So this song gets even funnier when you think about Jesus being the one to sing it. This is wild. My makeup is all running.
So LeFou says, why don't we pull it from its hind legs? So we do that for over an hour, and I says to LeFou, this seems to be working, but aren't we going further away from home?
Do you think they know how homoerotic this comes across, or is it just me? Maybe it's just me.
What? My future wife, the love of my life, the woman that will bury many children and make my name proud?
I swear to God, it sounded like he said bury many children, and that was dark as fuck. He said bear me many children, which is also sus, but you know.
We kill the beast.
Are they gonna sing the mob song? I'm on the edge of my seat. Almost literally.
Through the mist, through the woods, through the darkness and the shadows, it's a nightmare, but it's one exciting ride.
I like how this is just 5 or 6 people just kind of walking together.
Light your torch, mount your horse, steer your courage to the sticking place.
Whoa, what was that? I'm sorry. I'm sorry to do this to you, dude.
Steer your courage to the sticking place.
It's okay, dude. That's a cumbersome line for everybody to sing, I think. It's a Shakespeare reference. It's actually pretty ingenious, because Alan Menken was a genius, but it is kind of a mouthful, so I'm not going to make fun of him.
There's a beast running wild, there's no question. But I fear the wrong monsters released.
I like how LeFou and Mrs. Potts are easily the strongest singers. Like, again, nothing against the other singers. They're all up here on stage, you know, just performing their hearts out. But I feel like they should have been given more music, you know? I mean, they already gave LeFou like way more lines to that song than he usually has, so maybe that's part of it. Maybe they were just like, I'm just gonna assume that the ones that can really sing are the worship team, because that's the way it usually goes in churches. So I'm just like, give the worship team characters like as many lines as we can.
You look at the outside of man, but God looks at the inside. You are boastful and arrogant on the outside, but you're a broken little man on the inside.
Like, Belle, we were talking about a beast. What the hell?
At least the beast shows his true colors.
I thought she was about to start singing True Colors by Cyndi Lauper, and that says something about the play that we've been seeing so far, doesn't it?
If I didn't know any better, I'd say she'd even cared for him.
That's correct. I do care for him. I care for you all. Even you, Gaston.
I think she just friend-zoned the beast, but also somehow unfriend-zoned Gaston.
This is your last chance, Belle. Have it your way. Ah!
You can see her laugh when he bashes into her.
Today, you will be with me in paradise.
What? Okay, so to answer my question from before, the mob scene is the crucifixion. But before they kill Beast, they're just like, let's get Belle out of the way first. This goes against all of Gaston's motivations, but yeah, moving on.
Why don't you go sit on a birthday cake where you belong?
Are Lumiere and Cogsworth supposed to be the two thieves on either side of Jesus? If you don't know about the resurrection story, Jesus got crucified, apparently, between two thieves. So are they supposed to be the two thieves? You're doing my boys dirty, I think, is what's happening. Like, I get the symbolism, but that's just a funny choice to me.
Forgive them, Father, for they do not know what they are doing.
They're crucifying her at the door of the castle? Ooh, look at how it lights up. Oh, we're gonna break into song with Belle dead at the castle gates. The castle door. It's not the gates. I have no idea what song this is so far. Oh, but Mrs. Potts is coming out to sing the song. Look at how it just rotated like that, too. Production value. They've got this whole system down.
If I leave here tomorrow.
Oh!
And my faith you cannot change.
Interesting choice.
Lord knows it cannot change. Lord help me, it cannot change.
Yeah, I think Jenny Nicholson even said this in her video. This lady must be some kind of like worship director or something, because they always give her like the big like power songs, the power ballads. Usually they give her the, what does Jenny call it? The post-crucifixion refrain. This song. They always have a sad, slow song right here, and she almost always gets it.
Won't you fly, breathe?
She kills it every year, too. This is my first time watching one of these all the way through from this specific church, so if you're just now finding my channel, I don't specifically just cover strange stuff from churches. I just cover nostalgic, weird stuff, and it seems like a lot of us have religious trauma that we just want to talk about. So here we are.
Lord help me, it cannot change.
Oh, is that a time signature change? I don't really know that much about music. Oh my god!
Won't you fly, breathe?
She is resurrected and she's in a yellow dress. She frees the homies. Look at Cogsworth. He's like, how the hell did that happen? I have questions. Can we talk about this? She was probably scrambling back there to do that costume change. She looks great.
The girl, she is alive.
Trust me, that really hurt.
Do you know how scarred emotionally I would have been if you showed this to me as a small child? Do you know how much I have loved Beauty and the Beast and especially was obsessed with it as a small child? Belle's just like, I died that one time. Ouchie. I mean, the Beast does the same thing. Where is the Beast, by the way? He dies in the original. It was also scary.
Now you know what true love is. There is no greater love than to lay down your life for your friends.
Look, the curse has been lifted. And just in time.
Has it? But he's a clock still.
There's a beast inside every one of us that we can never hope to tame on our own.
So the prince has changed. The beast is now a prince again. Well, he was a prince, but now he's a human prince again. But everybody else is still furniture. I want everybody else to change back.
Only perfect love casts out fear, hatred, bitterness, anger. We have been set free!
Yay! Can the clock be set free, please? Oh my god. Swinging and swaying, people praying. Yay, everybody take a bow. None of these people got to sing, but good for them anyway. Wait, Belle has to take a bow with Gaston? Oh no, Gaston and LeFou are taking a bow together. The Jesus figure gets to take a bow by herself.
Oh, well, that was so much fun.
That was hilarious.
I thoroughly enjoyed that. Gaston just totally stole the show for me.
And Lumiere.
Oh wait, did they do this live? I'm pretty sure the girl on the right, whoever she is in the church, I'm pretty sure she was the one who's been in the play a few times, and she's played like I think last year she played, and I didn't watch it, but I know that last year they did The Lion King. I think she was Simba. I don't remember. With all that being said, that was Beauty and the Beast. This is obviously very silly. I've covered a lot of silly things. And every single time, I say this all the time, every time I think I've seen all the things that could possibly catch me off guard with how silly they are, something comes along, such as Cogsworth singing the Time Warp in a Christian Beauty and the Beast Easter play. So thank you guys for that. I live for the weird and wild. This is not nearly as extensive of a video as Jenny Nicholson's video, so if you haven't seen that, or if you just want to see it again, it'll be linked down below. But yes, that was that. And really want to say as parting words is, I think this whole thing is kind of strange. But as always, I'm trying to walk that fine line of covering the content without getting into the whole, all the things. So I hope you guys have enjoyed the... I'm sorry, I'm still thinking about the time warp scene. I didn't see that one coming. But yeah, I don't have as much condemnation for this church as I did the Scamilton Church when I covered 2 of their plays. One of these days I'm going to see that Despicable Me play, because that one apparently existed. But as for this church, I obviously have criticisms, things that I disagree with, but that's not what this particular video is about. Again, do not bother any of these people. They are just doing a thing that they've done for a long time. And this is how they choose to celebrate the holy day. They seem to just be kind of doing their thing. And I've always said, I fully encourage people to believe in anything that you want, as long as you're not forcing it on other people, which this really just seems like something that they did internally in their churches. And then last year it blew up on the internet. And so they're just kind of like, well, I guess we're here now. They seem to be aware of the extra attention. I can't imagine that they couldn't be, but yeah. As strange as this whole thing is, I will commend them for doing something different than just the regular Easter play. That set design is really, really something. I can't say they didn't pick a fun playlist, They picked a fun set list. So yeah, I think that's all I got to say right now. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing. Everything you do to support this channel means the world to me. If you're new here and you're a fan of nonsense, maybe consider sticking around, because I post nonsense all the time. And remember, my name is Avery. I'm a YouTuber, if you say so, because thanks to you guys, this is technically a YouTube channel. Regardless of what holidays you may or may not have celebrated in the past couple of weeks, I hope you've had a wonderful time. Bye, guys. You're hard to look at because you're so hairy. But here's my number. Why do I want to hear like Patrick Stewart or Ian McKellen give like a dramatic reading of those lyrics specifically? They should know that I miss you so bad. I miss you so, so bad. Now it's going to be my head all day.